Hi, I wanted to make this video to help others who might be having problems trying to figure out how to install a corner Lazy Susan that is frameless. That is to say, the Lazy Susans that don't really have a box built around the round inner container. I had a lot of problems with this trying to figure out how to attach it, because normally what you'll do is you'll attach this to the flanking cabinets, the cabinets on each side. However, in my kitchen, both sides called for filler strips because the stove is to the right of the Lazy Susan, and then we've got cabinets to the left. So as you can see, what I've done here is I've placed two 1x3 strips on the top of the cabinet to kind of help give it some depth. I did have a ledger board out of 1x3s as well on the back wall, because that's what the countertop's going to rest on. So I subtracted the face frame and the back ledger board from the length of the 1x3s attached to the top of the cabinet, and that took it down to about a little under 23 inches total. That is for the full length. The filler strip, or the strips that are attached to the top, I'm not sure what that came out to. I think it was like 22 something. Anyway, I cut it a little bit shorter to let there be some wiggle room between those top boards and the ledger boards on the side, so I could just fill it in with spacers, not with spacers, but with shims. Sorry, but anyway, as you can see, it worked out pretty well. I secured those boards to the back ledger board as well, just to kind of give it, again, some strength. I went ahead and put in the filler strips here, and I'm doing this video after the fact, just to kind of try to, like I said, help those who might be running the same problems. But as you can see, there's no box around this cabinet at all, and apparently this is a lot more popular cabinet than you would think, but yet I wasn't able to find any information on the internet as to how to install it. So if you look below, I put a ton of shims underneath too to make sure the cabinet was nice and level. The shims underneath in the back aren't going to matter because they're going to be covered up and they'll never be visible anyway. So anyway, that's about it. You're supposed to start in the corner with a cabinet. If you don't, then you can be off on your layout. Like I said, I chose to do not to do the corner cabinet first because it was going to be so problematic. So what I did instead was I did the sink base, and I knew that was supposed to be lined up right along with the window in the kitchen. So I lined that out first, got that attached and secured. Did the next cabinet. I did the corner cabinet, and I came back and did the filler strip later. Again, this is probably not the recommended practice, but it worked out in my situation. One other thing to note, on the strip on the top, on the 1x3s, I attached those with drywall screws. They're a little bit too long for the box, and I should have checked before I put them all in the cabinet. But as you can see, they're poking out just a little bit on the interior. Not a huge deal, because you're not going to be looking at the top very often, but again, just kind of a precaution there if you end up going this route.